So in case you are just joining us, I'm just trying to encourage you guys. I'm telling you guys that I understand the situation at home is very hard at the moment, and a lot of people are going through difficult situation because of the cashless, cash crunch, not able to get hold of cash. So I wanted to remind you guys that there was a way our people used to survive before the introduction of money. So you give what you have and you get what you need. So I want to show you an example of how some people are helping each other and solving their problem.
tó bá ti ń lọ àbó kí mú ọṣẹ wá kí fi ta oúnjẹ fóun ọṣẹ 300 naira èmi náà lè ti ta rice 200 naira spaghetti 100 naira mo sì tó ń jẹ 300 naira fún ó ṣe wá sí nìyẹn o.
So she's saying that the man brought 300 naira worth of soap and he wanted to eat. So in exchange for the food, the woman also needs the soap to wash her things up, So she collect the soap and give him 300 naira worth of food. So that is trade by barter. So that's how they solve that situation. So I think in your locality, your neighborhood, if there's any way you can help yourself, because obviously this thing is not going away until next week after the election, or we don't know how long it's going to take. So I'm just trying to encourage you. I don't know what to do at this time, and the situation is not nice. And I just hope you don't fall sick. I hope that none of your loved ones fall sick, because I don't know how it's going to be. And you go to the hospital and they say they need cash, and I don't know how far the cashless policy is going and how people are able to pay with cashless. But I have another video I wanted to share with you guys about a burial that was going on somewhere in Igbo land, and they did exactly the same thing. They know that there's no cash, and so the people who came for the burial, they were encouraged to gift they were encouraged to gift money with POS and like to contribute in kind. So I'll show you this video now. So you can see this is a burial that is going on. So they have turned the burial to a digital burial. So they have POS at the place of the burial. So there is an account number. So instead of you you don't know that I understand Yoruba. I do understand Yoruba. Yeah. So you can see. So you should you understand digital burial. So with POS, with account number. I've seen also church services. Oh, so. Thank you. Oh, that's very sad. So you can see, and in some churches also, instead of the usual offering plates, they are going around with POS and with bank card. So you should give in the bank and all that. So how has been your experience with the banking policy? I don't know if you want to talk to people here. Is there something that people should know? If you want to use this opportunity, you can also tell us. You can call here, or you can join the stream and tell the people who are watching if you have any information about the cash policy that we don't know. You understand? Because yesterday there was a lot of regulation, this and that. You can pay to the CBN, you cannot pay to the CBN, you cannot go to your local bank after registering with CBN, and then you go to, the information was up and down. They put up a notice and then they withdrew the notice. So I don't know which one is which again. So if there's any one of you that knows better, you can also use this opportunity, or you can write it in the comment section, because I know that people are reading the comments. So, yeah, in the second thing I wanted to talk about, you remember the man that you remember Master Prophet when he was crying. I'll show you that video in a little bit. I don't I understand Yoruba and of course I understand Igbo, right? My mother tongue, and then English and German, a little bit of Dutch, a little bit of French, but not much. Yeah. Um, I want to play this video for you guys of Master Prophet. You remember Master Prophet? Um, I played that video last time. So I want to show you the man that he was actually crying about. You know, the man that he was saying, oh, you understand me, that he was like saying this man didn't this man was not paying any money. Okay. Yeah. So you remember this video? I showed you this video. This is Master Prophet. We call him Master Prophet, but I don't know what his name is. But he calls himself Master Prophet. So we call him Master Prophet on these streets of Facebook and social media. And he is crying and saying that Igbo people are not good people, that they are bad people, that there's one doctor in America that since Kano has been in detention, that he has not donated any money, and for that reason he just kind of say that they are Igbo people, you know, which implies that whatever they are doing, their criminality, they are doing it for Igbo people, and so Igbo people have to repay them for the criminality that they are doing or something like that. So let me just let you hear this video, because I played it the last time. I don't know if you you know, if there is anyone that haven't seen the video. Good evening. I don't know this video.
In America.
You say, yeah, doctor, we live in America.
Donald Azubike.
He says Donald Azubike.
A multi-million-dollar company.
That he has multi-billion-dollar company. For the past 2 years that Kano has been in detention, that he has not given $1. So I want to show you the person that he's actually talking about. And why I'm showing this video, because you know, when we are talking about what ESN is doing,
I want you to listen to this.
You understand?
Somebody sent me a video.
So as you know, the bingos have, you know, split their camps and their loyalties. So obviously, this Donald Azubike is an ESM sponsor, and he is now in the camp of Ikenga. And you remember the video I played for you where Ikenga was saying all the money that, you know, that they have given to Kano's sister, Kano's relative in Germany, and she is still saying that they don't have any money. So where is the money? That she's transferring the money to a known destination, not knowing that it's their family crooked business that they are using to amass their own wealth, you know, like we say. So I want you to listen to what this man has to say. So this is the Donald Azubike. Let me let the video play.
Of one Onyamumu. On that video, there was a tax picture on it. Somebody donated free brain to Onyamumu. And
oh, sweet.
I want you to listen.
Thank you, Lina.
Just listen.
So basically, they are making mockery of this video that we just watched. Yeah, exactly. He gets nothing. So this is the doctor. This is the Donald Azubike. He's the one. Master Prophet. No shishi, no day. That's so live.
Multi-million-dollar company. Come with 2 years in the Canon in a prison. Only $1. Okay, now Dr. Donald, why are you provoking these people? You have a multi-million-dollar company, and since the rendition of Martin Nandekan, why have you refused to even give any money at all? Why? Why are you like that?
This is laughable. When my wonderful sister from England posted this thing to me, I woke up in the morning yesterday morning, and the first thing I saw on my phone was this garbage. This is so funny, and I didn't stop laughing. I laughed my head off initially, and I said, okay, let me see it like this. Yes, I am blessed. God has blessed the work of my hands. I am blessed with, I have
So this is one of the people paying for ESN.
Okay. So, but I have discovered my purpose in life. So my purpose in life is not to ride big car, big house, designer clothes, designer shoe, whatever. I've passed that stage in life. I've gone past that stage.
Yeah.
The stage, I've had a good life. I always say this. I bless God for giving me a good life.
And now you are buying people in the name of ESN.
Now, I don't live for myself. I live for others.
Okay.
I will live for people who are suppressed, oppressed. I live for the downtrodden. I live for the weak. I live for my children.
And that's why you sponsor ESN.
I live for Biafra restoration. Okay. So this is my priority.
He live for Biafra restoration.
I will not divert my attention to any other thing. Okay. Come to think of money, I formed a group. We are about 11. Since 2021, we've donated over $30,000. And Madam Nova Egan entered into the hands of Neneanya.
So 11 of them formed a group. He's just saying this thing though. It's the ESN money that they decided to contribute, and they said that they don't know that the money is going directly to Neneanya. You form a group to bring Biafra by sponsoring ESN, and the money is going to Neneanya, who is a relative of Kano. I want you to listen to what this man is saying. You see how he's trying to play around that the money he's donating it for charity, but even eventually he still said that it's for ESN. My brother, you're welcome. I will let you have the field in a little bit.
Now all that money is wasted. Okay, over $30,000 within 2021 and now. That no account for it. That money is missing, and it wasn't for anything but for ESN. We send the other money to Nina direct. And Nina, let me say this.
Did you hear how he started saying it that they form a group, blah blah blah, and that somehow that money ended up with ESN? Own goal specialists. Is that not what Ijele called them? Own goal specialists. You are trying to exonerate yourself, but all of a sudden you now Kukuma say it as it is. You are not ashamed of yourself. You are paying for ESN in America at your age. Even all the blessing that God has blessed you, Donald Azubike. You did not go and build skill acquisition so that those boys will have a skill and invest your money in their life to make them productive. You are paying for ESN so that they will be in the bush and be doing bingoism. And you are not ashamed of yourself. But you will answer for the loss you have caused. Let me replay this a little bit.
Money. I live for the weak. I live for Biafra restoration. Okay. So this is my priority. These are my priorities. Okay. So I will not divert my attention to any other thing. Okay. Come to think of money, I formed a group. We are about 11. Since 2021, we've donated over $30,000.
He formed a group. They are about 11. Since 2021, they have donated over $30,000. Are you hearing it? You form a group. What group? And then you donated over $30,000, and the money ended up in Nanyanya's hand. How? And then he went on to explicitly say it, that the money is for nothing else but ESN. Is ESN a charity?
Madam Nova Egan entered into the hands of Neneanya. Kita comes in, now all that money is wasted. Okay, over $30,000 within 2021 and now. That no account for it. That money is missing, and it wasn't for anything but for ESN. We send the other money to Neneanya directly. And Neneanya, let me say this. This is one.
Do you see how these people, the character of the people that assembled themselves that they want to bring Biafra? He started saying that they formed a group and somehow the money entered into the hands of Nene. And then he's explicitly saying they paid the money direct to Neneanya. Guy. Everybody is not a bingo. I know that in the land of the bingos, anything goes, but there are also other people on this Facebook, on other streets, that at least have an ear to listen to what you are saying, right?
Of the money I will recover from your hands. You see, over that $32,000, I will get it back.
I need to replay this thing again.
Life that I live now, I don't live for myself. I live for others. I will live for people who are suppressed, oppressed. I live for the downtrodden. I live for the weak. I live for my children.
By giving Neneanya money to go and pay for ESN for them to be in the bush.
This is my priority.
Donald Azubike.
Okay? So I will not divert my attention to any other thing. Okay. Come to think of money, I formed a group. We are about 11. Since 2021, we've donated over $30,000. And Madam Nova Egan entered into the hands of Neneanya. Kita comes in, now all that money is wasted. Okay, over $30,000 within 2021 and now. That no account for it. That money is missing, and it wasn't for anything but for ESN. We send the other money to Neneanya direct. And Neneanya, let me say this. This is one of the money I will recover from your hands. You see, over that $32,000, I will get it back. I will get that money back. I know that. Okay, so it's not going to go away. As for these criminals, these people, we have been able to dislodge and distort and confuse their source of revenue and source of income, which is this money, dues, and all these fake ESN donations going to Neneanya's pocket that she cannot account for. These are the things we're doing. Okay, we have been able to dislodge them, and that money is not getting into their house again. So that is why Onya Jina Bapa. Oga is show pay €500 again, and I got a €1,000 for Christmas bonus every time.
He said that they have dislodged their scam and their ESN fundraising, blah 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 blah. That they are using it to amass money that is going directly to Neneanya, and now Master Profit is no longer able to cook pot of soup of €500 and get a Christmas bonus every year, something like that.
And Kanu, I'm sure he's seen the last days of those easy money. He will not see that money again. Yes. But I'm standing back to invest my energy, my resources, and to make sure that Biafra is restored in my lifetime. And that is my goal for the weak, for the poor, for anything that I know that is not normal. That's what I stand for. I don't stand for party and all this golden wristwatch, all this Rolex, all these things. I'm past those things. I don't do those things anymore. I'm mature now. I'm wiser now. You see,
you know, isn't it comical? My brother, you're welcome. The floor is yours.
Blessed and good evening.
Good evening.
And good evening to everyone. You know, I will always say this. Time and event has vindicated you, Ijele, and everyone who has spoken the unapologetic truth. And like Ijele called them their ongo specialists. Because, you know, I should put the blame squarely on the Nigerian government.
Yes.
I've said this times without number. This is one of the easiest puzzles to solve. But the antecedents with the Nigerian system has always been they are not serious in fighting crimes. They rather want to reward crime. It starts from far back as, James Ibori, Alame Sega. Even when we talk about the Buko boys, if UAE would, find the sponsors and, find them guilty,
Yeah.
even when Nigerian government has that information, they will up to this date. Now, coming to this one, I mean, what else are they waiting for? And Ndi Igbo, when they will be crying, these are the people. And unfortunately, like I always said, most of these bingos, we are worried about the ones in the bushes. Now you see people in America call themselves doctors, PhD holders. And if a man like this, with all his disposition, exposure, and academic qualification, still says he wants to restore Biafra in his lifetime, that tells his level of knowledge.
Yeah.
It's just on paper based. Now, I'm not here to educate anyone, but if he can be making that comment, he should understand the context he needs to go through. He's going through the political route.
Yeah.
So with all this, their energy, what has stopped them from coming back to join the political mainstream and push their goal, or even trying to use their group to become a political pressure group and identify those who will speak for their voice? Say, for example, everybody, every groups, be it Nigeria, elsewhere, they have affiliation with political parties because they are after their particular interest. They want their interest to be spoken at the right places. And you see him say he's fighting for Biafra restoration. Where is he restoring? When will they restore the Biafra? Since 1999, they should tell us if it's a software. Is it still buffering? What percentage is it?
Hey.
Is it stuck in the cloud? Is it a legacy issue? What is, these are things they don't even seem to ask themselves. And unfortunately, he has kept his children, his family in a safe environment. Gaslighting our own. Now, he said he's a doctor. We live in an age today that you are in Germany, I'm in Nigeria, and you have audience all over the world. Why don't they use this social, media's platform or other platform to educate and engage these guys? Okay. Say, for example, there are intelligent people from our region. Okay, currently now, a guy that graduated from one of the universities in the Southwest was directly employed by Facebook in Nigeria, sent to America for training. Last year, Google was in Nigeria, they recruited. In Germany, I wouldn't mention I know a lady from Owerri that got employment directly from Nigeria to Germany by an IT firm in Germany. Most Nigerians are into, not everybody go that route. Most people are into programming. These are things that should expose our people to, not this. Give them that power that they can negotiate. Say, for example, today, my company, half of the guys that run the Power BI, they're all based in India. These people negotiate on real time what they want to get paid. Now, he has that form of education. Why don't they open, even including every one of them? If majority of these boys are putting in the bushes, they just at least help them. Yes, most of them are already born to be criminals. Most of them are repentant. But the few of them, at least, this man should. Can he now go and tell his own cousins, his nephews, to come and join ESN if they're in Nigeria? The answer is no. So, every day they want to restore Biafra. They want to restore Biafra. Where are they restoring it?
Eldorado.
And these are things that, it becomes so comical that you see them, even at least I've been privileged to know some of them. I mean, we're not even talking about people that are not well educated. They are all educated. And if they can still understand that Nigeria, like you said previously, in time past, person go divide Nigeria, they never born. They never born. So I don't know how long they want to continue with this, their, Eldorado chasing a neighbor land. They want to restore Biafra in your life. I don't know how long they want to do it. But the unfortunate thing is, those who should pay attention and do what they need to do, they're not doing it. Maybe do we need to get gist lovers involved to get their hands and begin to, spread this gospel on our behalf? Because majority people of the Southeast, they're just keeping numb. Sorry, I mentioned gist lover because, at least few weeks ago, Ijele was on almost everything gist lover is publishing today. Ijele has said it on his platform. And he was categorical, he was empirical, he was factual. But because he's Ijele, it turns out you go hate our people. Now, all those names, the station, the things Ijele is mentioning, what if I am, so I'm not trying to digress from your program, but if I am to compare the information on this lover and from what Ijele has said, it is 100 to 95% accurate. Now back to this issue. Ndị Igbo, unu bịa na-ekwe ndị na-agbasasị ana anyị. That $32,000 he's donating to, elements that will destroy our region. Why don't they begin to think about children that needs it for education, struggling families? I don't know what else to say. A majority of them, they don't even have a charity. So I don't know what else to say. Yeah, my sister, good evening.
Good evening. Let me interrupt you.
Okay.
This is where it is coming from. 10 years ago when I first came here, these very people you see now wanting to restore Biafra with everything they have said in the past in my ear that they want to go home and join the mainstream politics in Nigeria where there is no money, where the income is not taxable. Then some of them relocated back home when they noticed that they cannot penetrate political party because of the people on ground don't want to give them chance. They came back and sponsored the urchins among us. That is the product of what you're seeing. That $30-something thousand US is being done to create insurgency so that when they are hoping that it's going to be a time for roundtable discussion. And when it is time for the roundtable discussion, who are going to be the people that will be invited? These are the people that are causing this problem now. Now, let me take your rewind to yesterday. Ohaneze Ndị Iberibe spoke through the Almighty Wanyanwu. And they are going to form a peace summit. And the people that are going to be part of the peace summit is Nnamdi Kanu. That Buhari will help them and release him. Then they will get a hold of Ekpa. And all of them they are going to have a peace summit. And that peace summit is because that they are watching for properties and lives being destroyed in the East. They are suddenly pained. So they now want a peace summit. I saw one here when a peace summit too. But I just say people set a realistic goal. I just want to throw more light so that you know where the whole thing is, where they are coming from. Now, when they cause problem, did you see these urchins getting attention? They're not going to be part of the peace summit in the first place. Then, if there is any reason to do this thing, if they are going to invite them, but they are going to invite these medical doctors abroad who are paying for Kurumbu. So that is why they are doing what they are doing. 10 years ago, I didn't know they were going to go this rogue. I said some of them relocated technically back home when there was no space in any political party. They left. I know that Blessed on page does not propagate any special candidate, so I'm not going to digress further on political topic.
All
but
right.
What I want to ask is this. President say go out there, vote your choice. If your choice is a candidate whom all his supporters are all the people that stand against.
No, let's not go there. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to go there. No.
Okay.
So anyway, I want to play this video from Ikenga Uruago. I want to continue some of the donations that Nenayanya has collected so far. So keep in mind that the first video I did, we came together of 266,000 euros in euros. So this time around, he's giving the amount in rand, South African rand. I don't know how much is that equivalent to dollar or euro, but let's hear what Ikenga Uruago is saying.
Can you know exposition?
He said, let me give you people exposition where they boss brain.
Tomorrow.
Because tomorrow I know.
Innocent alien, like always. If I got be it was.
That because somebody called innocent will come and lie.
Let me show you people something. You hear me no here. Boom. Nana here. Nana. Can you see?
You say all these things that they are seeing is donations.
Very good. You hear me now about ego. This innocent alien na enye why. Ego ha with indoors or hand when nobody no ascendele nenya. But nenya ne claim na IPOB enwere ego. Animabu only South Africa, and they got no about just only 2022.
So he wants to give a breakdown
of 21, 2019
of the monies that they contributed as IPOB in South Africa and sent to Neneyanya, Kano's relative in Germany.
Fraud.
He said he has never seen this kind of fraud before. Good evening, Musa. He said he has never seen that kind of fraud since the mama Bona reached today where in day. He never see that kind of wayo fraud before. Say people go just they contribute money, they'll come gather the money, go give one person. Say in fact, you don't even know who bring the plan. Share una the wine us ni. You don't know who bring the plan. Ikenga. Shebi you they look for your mama head, money for your mama head. Shebi you they look for your mama. You don't know who bring the plan, Abi. Don't worry, you go see your mama head for table, then you go know who bring the plan.
Now, actually, Kono get it. Kono now, get it now.
He said if he's calling it, you people be writing it.
Fraud.
I never seen this kind of fraud. I never seen. That's good. They contribute to money. I don't know who bring that plan. You don't know who bring that plan. Who is the person you are giving it to? You don't know who is the relation. I mean, mama sister.
On January 4th. On January 4th, 18,000, 18,000.
You're having fun.
On January 4th again, 650 rand. On January 10th, 3,100.
I can't even keep up.
January 12th,
I know that I won't even type the number. I can't keep up.
On January 14th,
now weekly
6,710. On January 15th, 3,700.
I need to rewind this to make I write the numbers down.
4,552. Kono malo fraud.
Ikenga, say the truth now. You don't know who your misleader is again. Nna Burugi Kano, Nna Dufurugi Kano. You don't know him again. You don't know who Nenayanya is. That is Ikano's sister. Abi. Okay. My people, bring your calculator. Let's start.
On January 4th.
January 4th.
On January 4th.
January 4th.
18,300 rand.
300 rand.
Then on January 4th again.
On January 4th.
7,650 rand.
650 rand.
3,100. On January 12th, 15,300. On January 14th, 6,710 rand. On January 15th, SNDL Nyanya 3,700. On January 25th or 21st, SNDL Nyanya 4,580 rands. On January 24th, SNDL Nyanya 14,246 rands. On February 9, SNDL Nyanya 23,340 rands. On February 10th, SNDL Nyanya 3,000. On an agreement to 3,600. On February 11th, SNDL Nyanya 3,000. On February 15th,
I don't know what happened. Well, I mean, just no. Look at, I don't know. Like, how can you be that stupid? How can people? And we are talking. They are still coming here to insult me. Most hyper fanatics are infected with cancer. The man Kanu has a very narrow worldview. His knowledge of most things are severely limited. That is an intellectual shortcoming that his followers exhibit. Abi. So, my people, I don't know how much have you calculated. Just in January going to February. See how much they are calling.
February 16th, SNDL had 3,050 rand. On February 21st, SNDL had 10,350 rand. On February 21, SNDL had 3,850 rand. On March 1st, SNDL 8,700. On March 4th, SNDL 14,500. On March 27th, SNDL 8,700. Net gain until on March 28th, SNDL 14,500. On April 11th, SNDL 14,000.
I can't keep up. I'm trying, April, but it's too much.
SNDL 6,750 rands. On April
you that you are in the bush, be in bush or be doing bush things.
On April 29, SNDL 13,500. On May 3, on 3rd May, SNDL 16,200. On 7th May, SNDL 6,210. On 17th May, SNDL 27,910 rand. On 18th May, SNDL 28. On 20th May, SNDL 34,720 rands. On 20th May, SNDL 5,600. On 24th May, SNDL 14,000.
I beg, are you people able to keep up?
7 June.
Only South Africa, only South Africa. And they are sending this money to somebody in this Germany. Money that they are not paying tax on top.
That's on 7th June, about 6. It was
I will cut this part out and send and share it.
6 p.m. On 7th June, 156,963.84 cents. And their true forex. Forex. Then on 8th, SND on 7th June. Then on 8th June, they want to ascend there 33,720 rand point 30 cents. On 8th, ascend on 7th, send your 8th. On 9th, ascend the earlier 55,135.72 cents. That's on 9th June. Then December 9, ascend there 117,395 rands. Then on 10th, ascend there 22,450 rands. On 10th June. Then on 10th again, ascend there 52,303 rand point 93 cents. On 13th June, 56,294.
Good evening. Good evening, barrister.
Then on 14th June, On
My
14
people, I
June,
can't keep up. I'll try my best. The team.
5,520 rands.
I know if we
Then
keep up.
on 14 June again, 55,840 rands. Then on 20th June, send them 19,400 rands.
Rand.
Then on 23rd June, Nkanu at 3,920 rands. Nkanu amaruben konde nde ndawate kenalo na radio kadash Nkanu. Then on 30th June, Espunyali at 19,400. Then on 9th August, Akunyel Nkanu Abunda Wateke, ego Amfana ego Dawateke Anama, Anama ego ha Kali 1,500 and I know them. I will mention their name very soon, but let me know. They know themselves.
So this is it, though. This is it. Biafra restoration, this is it. All of them. Gather yourself. Contribute.
On 18th August, 8,800. On 19th August, 80,754 rands. 80,000. SN the
wow.
18, send on 19. 80,754 rand point 16.
And you yourself, you need that money. This one is sitting there in one shop selling
August, 13,430 rands. Then on 26th August,
so you can see why Master Profit was crying. It's not a small money.
0.65 cents in rands. Is in rands.
You know the shame. Ikenga, shame. I told you guys. I told you. This is the same guy that puts my picture and Ijele's picture that is looking for money, that he will pay the 2,000 euros. See your life. Now you can't read a pistol of money where you send.
Then on 30th October, send earlier 15,600. Then on 30th October, send earlier 20,800. Then on 13th
shameless
October,
people, you know, get shame.
October, send earlier 15,600.
Because there's a factory that they are producing something. They are manufacturing. Manufacturing bingos.
357.4 cents. Then on 20th October, on 21st October again, send earlier 59,663.64 cents.
Ikenga, see your life.
21st October again, send there 2,950. Because somewhere there, bro. I'm going to go more with that, bro, man.
Yeah. And the worst part, they will say now their eyes don't open and you are still inside there.
Criminals. But before God on legs,
where would they bring the money from? Mugum done for.
You think we are here to joke?
Yeah. You have not bunch of jokers, that's what you are. Ikenga, you and your donage.
On 3rd November,
Shebina here will go there when I go come the read the episode of the donation.
63.64 cents. And it's look,
we never even start. The journey is still far.
Payment.
Child.
Payment
for what? Payment for what? Bingos. Okay, no more bingos. Payment for what?
Position of billions of. Where is this money?
And you are not talking about naira. You are talking about euro.
My anger, bro. Amaronka, these people they just visit Mazen Nandekana. And what the Mazen Nandekana about it?
Wait for it.
If no, why? If yes, what is our leader saying about it? You see,
can Nayanya, who is Kanu's aunt, can she move money without Kanu's direction? He say he don't know whether these people where they go visit their misleader Nnagburu Kanu, that whether they tell am wetin dey go on, and if they say that they tell am wetin they talk about it, oloshi. But you say you don't know how, who brought the former, say make they contribute money, make they send and go give one person. You don't know. Go specialist. You just tell us, Nana, you don't know this kind of fraud. You have never seen it in your life, and you don't know who brought this format. And then you are saying you don't know whether they are telling your misleader about this money that they are sending. If they are telling him, what is he saying about it? You see your life. You see your life. Una go pay tire. And the one where he God don't talk say he mumu no rich. Oga kwụ ụgwọ with ndụ ya. I told you people, is it my die? Onye na-anwụ nọ ya nwụrụ. Onye na-egbu onwe ya, o gburu onwe ya. Is it my die? Ooh. My own is a message of life. If you receive it, ndụ dịrị gị. If you don't receive it, you go and buy. Kanu said unu niile ga-anwụ ebe ahụ. That ihe unu da bụrụ ndụ. So it's not, you don't know who brought the former, and you are asking whether they are telling the misleader. So what does that have to do with anything? Many people.
One thing.
Good evening, no. And you are still hiding my people. Also, you people missed the epistle of exposition of money that was sent from South Africa all the way to Germany. Rand. They are calling it as if it's 1 naira, 2 naira. They say 7,000. They say 8,000. They say 15,000. That money can, if they put that money in a Libo, with the zeal that they gather this money, they will change life immediately. Every community in every part of Alibo will benefit. This money that they are calling like this, you don't need so much. Even they will institute a system that they will be giving people essential commodity, just essential commodity. They push doing the berry and saying you are doing strong. And some iberibe overload are inside bush. Inside bush. It's unbelievable. Look at what this guy is calling from January, and we are still in August, so we never even reached December. See how much he don't call. I was even trying to write how much he's calling. I can't keep up. And the other time he was talking about Europe, the one of Europe. Should I replay that one of Europe? Should I replay that one of Europe? See how much, and you pay like this. I will cut this video and I will post it, so that it will be there, so that you are a bingo, and papa bingo, and mama bingo, and omu bingo. You people will see your bingoism, where it is going. My brother, I'm sorry that I'm talking the whole time. The floor is yours.
Yeah, bless them. No, that's no problem at all. Like you've always said in the time past, I don't know what our people are thinking anymore. The greatest one is the Nabingo them, where they for diaspora.
Mendes say we are waiting for UK, US.
Gaslighting the whole place, and unfortunate thing, you see, the major problem I find in this whole thing is the politicians of the Southeast and the socio-cultural group, the so-called Ohanes and the Igbo. Adam Smith will always say, mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. At the end of the day, they are part of the people that created the hopelessness. Let me borrow your word. They stole their education from that generation. They stole their sense of belonging. They just left them with hopelessness. Now, what I'm saying this is, if any of us who can understand the politics goes back to, let's say the early 99, when this current democratic dispensation started, the whole contract, almost all the contracts in the Southeast was either awarded to Iwanyawu or later Aton Zeribe from Uguta, and this guy from Oba. they did nothing. Because then, when they accused Obasanjo of same thing like all this Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway on it, Obasanjo brought out all the invoice of payments. Even the second Niger bridge was part of it. Now, what kind of peace summit are they talking about? In all this, even when the likes of Soludo, and let me just say this quickly, that shows how we've been able to portray ourselves at the center. That Atiku, the only promise he's making to the PDP caucus from the Southeast when it came to the Southeast is if he wins, within 100 days, he will release Nnamdi Kanu. So we can see as people of Southeast that these politicians, they don't have anything to offer. If all the bargain they could bring, they're not talking about development, they're not talking about, human capital development or even infrastructure, or even to bargain with things like, additional states. And now this is a complete contrast of itself. All this homo bingo, when they begin to argue, they say Nigeria, the Southeast is the region with the least states. Now, this is political season. Every presidential candidate is coming to the Southeast.
Yeah.
What are we, apart from Dave Umahi, who spoke, power in presence of Tinubu?
Yeah.
What did the political bloc, be it APC or any party of the Southeast, reach with Atiku? The only thing Adolphus Wabara could come out to say, Atiku has promised, if he wins, if they support him and he wins, within 100 days he will release Nnamdi Kanu. So that is their bargain. Now, none of them is bringing to the forebear what is part of the issue. Oh, we need additional states.
Yeah.
We want, seaports. We want this, we want that. Now, Soludo, on the other hand, in an Abga rally in Anambra State, he's not trying to tell the people of Abga what Abga can do for them as a political party. Be it insecurity, child mortality, infant mortality, healthcare. No. All he could tell them, Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody Nnamdi Kanu. So this is to say, the political class, they have simply gauged the average thinking or the mindset which these bingos have tried to put out there that represent the people of Ndibo, which is not true. At the end of the day, the politicians, Iwanyawu or Ndibo, they are part of this problem. Because if they begin to make that decisive statement, now none of them is talking about the victims, as if people were never victims. There are sufficient material and video evidence out there. None of them is trying to identify these things. The victims, at least reach out to them. What about the families? And I've said this in time past. What we have left behind, when this thing will reoccur, none of us will be here to settle it. All these people that they buy their papa, they will grow and see these videos. I don't want to become insensitive, but we've seen enough videos. These people are not, aliens. They have young children. Tomorrow, their children could grow filled with anger. And when they want to take out the anger, who will be the victim? It is my children, our children, who will be the victim. Now, this current group of dishonest elders, they would not want to, address this issue to save the next generation. Or they will say, oh, the late, I've forgotten his name. All he said is dying wish. That I will come his birthday gift. If they so believe in Nnamdi Kanu and his ideology, he should advise all the politicians to step down, let them go. And at the end of the day, every one of them is crying, they want to restore Biafra, But which we are going to restore? Sometimes I begin to ask myself, is this a software? When is it? When will it be fully downloaded? Because when they say they want to restore, I begin to ask myself, what are they restoring? And Iwanyawu cannot claim to be in oblivion or members of Ohaneze, Ndibo. How much lies these guys have lied and their groups, from Uwazurike, even today, none of them can even invite Wazirike to say, Wazirike, in 1999, you sell banking more, this banking more, that. Wazirike, where is the Biafra?
Yeah.
Is it in your big company in Okigwe? You know, now we are not, none of them is even ready to address the issue. Prior to 1999, a generation has been lost. Then there was no social media. At least people can testify the Onitsha, the Okigwe, the Enugu, the Aba. None of them is trying to ask, how long do we continue with this? You know, this is a legacy that's taking us nowhere. Politically, it's damaging us. And when they begin to make all these, you know, things, and these are things people need to ask. At the end of the day, it is a pity that other regions are negotiating with every political party or the presidential candidate with something tangible, something they can hold on to. All they are bringing to you is within 100 days they release Nnamdi Kanu. So even Nnamdi Kanu is the issue. If they release him, are they releasing him with your Biafra? That is one question people are not asking.
No, it doesn't matter then. So it was all for nothing then, right?
That is it.
And I think that's what is his name now? Simon Ekpa is actually saying, you know, that he wouldn't mind sacrificing Kanu as long as their
You know,
Biafra is come, you know.
it's such a shame. It's such a shame. What I mean is a shame that some group of, you know, miscreants will sit somewhere in diaspora and begin to I mean, sometimes lesson is not even worth talking about anymore. I'm just being honest with myself, because at the end of the day, those who should speak, those who should channel these issues, they are rather playing the ostrich. They are rather playing the victims. You know, but
like I said, we are no longer at the phase where we are, you know, kind of preaching or trying to persuade them to see what the truth is. No, at this point in time, it's more like vindicating ourselves to say, look at what we told you guys, that there was nothing in all this. It was a lie. So if someone like Ikenga, you remember Ikenga, he put up a picture of me and Ijele at some point. It was like they should go and take this generation out and all those kind of a thing. And you need his mother said on the platter and all those things. So he was at that point saying all those things. He had all those followers. He supported all this ESM, all this brutality that they were doing. He was clapping for it until he got to Newi, right? And he senses now, like, this thing could get to my family or to my loved ones. So apart from that, now he's coming out. Is he not the one holding the book of exposition of all IPOB donation that they sent to Car? It's not me. I told them that there was nothing there. It was a ruse. It was a fraud. And he's saying it now, that since his mama born, he never see this kind of fraud before. But I told you, say, now fraud. Abi? So that's exactly where we are right now. We are not placating them, more or less. It's like, okay, meh, Shebi, we told you. You want to be a bingo, be it with your futures, but we told you. Look at what that man is saying. Donald Azubike. Say God has blessed him. And God bless you so that you will bless other year. You are for the downtrodden. How many downtrodden have you helped? I don't know there is any Donald Azubike Foundation that pay, even if it is WAEC, for people in his village, for example, or members of his family, or maybe his club, friends, family of orphans. I don't know. Like, how can you say you live you riding big car is not your priority, but paying ESN that, like, actually renders young people that from poor family useless is your goal. Like how do these people put their head together and be stalking this kind of thing? You know, you say you don't, riding big car is not your priority, that you are for the poor, you are for the downtrodden, and you are giving money to somebody in Germany, and you have not built a school in your village. Okay, you are not for maybe built up the community school in your village, put the teachers there in your own salary, make sure that it is running. You don't even have to do much. If God has blessed you and you have this kind of money you are talking about, your village primary and secondary school can run very well with that money that you are giving to Naya Kanu. And of course, she said they are doing charity, and somehow that money went to Naya Kanu before he still confessed by himself. Because, you know, when God want to put you in a place where your evil will catch up with you. That is how you will be salon. You will use your own mouth to say the evil you have done. And then he used his own mouth to talk it again and say, I that money we pay that money for ESN. Abi, nobody force him. It's coming from him. He's the one saying it. So at the end of the day, now here we dey. We go dey look una. Una say election no go hold or election no go dey hold. Time will vindicate us. Abi, we thank God for life. May God give each and every one of us life. And we will see how it will go. So the election is almost here. 1 week to election, like I say every time. Do the best you can do. Don't overdo, don't overreact. Keep your stress level low. You see some people doing exchange, trade by barter. If it's possible within your locality, do it. Get by, however. So thank you so much, everyone. Now, the people wey say they wan fight war, cash crush. Now, the people wey they say they get money, they get ritual money, okay. Nigeria no bring money. Una no go inside it go bring money again. But if you tell una say nothing like that, una go dey cause us. Okay?
Now, blessed I know the video is coming to an end. Let me just use this cash crunch. Say, for example, now the Eid al-Adha happens, and the Nigerian government gives them 1 year grace period to stop using the naira. Can they use this to see the confusion they're going to get?
Okay, now.
Now, in the scheme of things, their neighboring country will be Nigeria. Their currency will not be accepted by Nigerians.
Okay.
Now, even if they try to go through the other way, to go to Equatorial Guinea, which currency are they going to use to trade or to buy? Like I'm even contradicting myself, trying to make common sense out of this whole issue. I wish sometimes these things can just manifest. Because, if person never experienced certain things they urge for, you not gonna understand them.
Yeah.
I wish this can just manifest, and at the same time, thank you so much for all you're doing. And like you said, and I've said it, time has vindicated not just Daily, other good people of the Southeast and Nigerians, those who write in the comment section, Ejoku Soso, our brother Ismaila, Musa Ahmed, so many of them, time will fail me to mention them. At the end of the day, by the special grace of God, I hope this will be in the cloud. When I'm no longer here, at least people come to understand, not everybody from the Southeast condone this.
Yeah.
The mistakes of the 66 cannot keep going on. This is a legacy that's taking us nowhere. At the end of the day, we have our challenges as a country, just like any other country, and every Nigerian understands what the challenge is, but it's just some, people who are trying to do what they want to do their own way. But like I say, let the elders continue to play. One thing they fail to understand, this thing will get to the point that their own children cannot come back to the Southeast anymore. That is it. Their own, not just me alone, and nobody will come Southeast anymore. Very soon that will become the case. Thank you so much, and good night from here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, my people, it's been a wonderful evening, and we've spent like an hour. So thank you so much for being a part of this program. And Master Profit, I'm sorry for you. No more cash for you. Cash crunch is still reach your side. Guy, go and work. Anyone you see, you do. Any legitimate living. Stop exploiting the poor. If the poor no shall gree, if you still see another way, tie your towel for your head, use and tell them another amoma, heaven is going to fall. You saw the heaven come to an end. Now you know. I leave you here, my people. Have a great evening. Good night.